Good morning, this is the topic of Annexes 1 to 4. Annexes 1, the crew oil of the ship is responsible for this accidental spill and leaks as well as the ship crew operational incompetence can cause oil to seep in the water. When oil spill in the water, it should please spread across the surface and the next extent of conditions is determined by relative distance and content of the oil. Oil shines on water has huge impact on the sea animals and humans, and the sequences can be deadly. Any oil spill has the influence not just on current marine environment, but also on marine species and the organic substrates along the coast. The immediate consequence of poisonous of the substance oil which could include mass mortality and communication of the fish and other food species. But the long terms ecological consequences could be far worse. Oil pollution destroyed the delicate marine and coastal biological substrate for the food chain on which fish has sea creatures really for survival and reproduction. Commercial fishing operation may be applied harm. All ship oil filtering equipment. 2. 1. 15 ppm alarm arrangement. 3. Standard change connection. Special areas under Marple Annex 1 is the Mediterranean Sea, Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, Gulf area, the Gulf of Aden, Arctic Sea, Northwest European water, Oman area of the Arabian Sea, Southern South Africa water, control of discharge oil Marpol Annex 1 Regulation 4. Under this regulation, any discharge of oily mixtures generating the ship engine or cargo species of the tankers is prohibited except when they fulfill of the following stated criteria. All of the ships 400 GT other than oily tankers and above sailing at special areas discharge from the machinery area is permitted if the ship is en route. Only treated oil water mixtures which is produced through an approved oil filtering equipment. Filtering equipment stated in Regulation 14 is used to discharge the treated effluent mixture. The oil mixtures being treated on the filtering equipment is only taken from the room and not generating from cargo holds. The only mixture is not mixed with fuel tank. Cargo tanks is released. The ships more than 12 nautical miles from the nearest land. Discharge in special areas for this ship operating above. Annexes 4, Annexes 2, which is went into effect on April 6, 1987, provides discharge conditions for the 4 types of noxious compounds as well as contractions and equipment for the ships carrying just as substances. Most chemical or toxic liquids, unlike oil mixed with water, are difficult to separate. The fundamental premises of Annex 2 is to let the cargo reduce is in seawater to a flight level based on their pollution hazard and to make discharge easier by the ships with the discharge must be the water's line and just its way to integrate with your main system. Annexes 3. Prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by the sea package from the entered in force 1 July 1982. There are general requirements for establishing specific roles, packaging, marketing, labeling, documentation, storage, quality limitation, exceptions, and notification in this document. Harmful substances are those compounds that are classified as marine pollutant in the International Marine Dangerous Goods IMDG code or meet the requirement in the appendix of Annexes 3 for purpose of these annexes. Annexes 4, Prevention of Pollution by Sewage from the ships entered into the force 27 September 2003. This discharge of sewage into the sea is prohibited unless the ship has approved sewage treatment plant in operations or discharge communicate and disinfected sewage using approved system as distant for the more than 3 nautical miles from the nearest land. Sewage that has not been communicated disinfected must discharge as distance of more than 12 nautical miles from the nearest land. That's all, sir.